from Chicago at the CME Group. One last look at the grain and livestock trade. And look at there. From the floor, live and wearing an RFD-TV, or actually a rural radio hat.
Hey, you know, I got to wear it looks good, right?
It looks good on you, though.
There you go, right?
Hey, I like it. No, thank you very much. The folks weren't with us yesterday. You had sent me a tie. I commented on that your tie looked great, but before that, thanks for all your great work. I know you love rural radio, Sirius XM, channel 147, so I sent you a hat. So good to see it on you.
Hey, you know what? The best, XM 147, and we got a little mess in the grain markets here.
Yeah, talk about that. We had a day before, 24 hours ahead of all the numbers, and we're a little sell-off today.
Well, again, you know I'm not a big numbers guy, right? The markets to me know more than the numbers that actually come out. The market's already prepping for what they think the numbers are going to be, and they're usually fairly accurate. I think the interesting thing to watch here, Mark, is corn has been under immense pressure after being way up yesterday and finally giving it up late in the day. Now today we're significantly lower. In fact, obviously, percentage-wise, the weakest of the bunch. Wheat is making new lows here. It's rather a surprise to me. I know there's a lot of stock. I know there's a lot of inventory, but I really thought that they were going to hold that level. But stubbornly, soybeans continue to stay here, and I think this is more dangerous than anything else. I think that they're going to go lower, and when they break, they're going to break harder. As long as we try to carry them here like a boxer, where they're going to go lower here. I think that, again, overall, the space, I'm very bullish, but I need to see some selling pressure to get me back in and want me to be a buyer, and that's what I think we're looking for. I know farmers and producers hate when I say we need some selling pressure, but trust me, it'll be better for the longer term to get a much better trend higher if I'm correct in the way that it's going to work out. And I think that's something that's a little bit disturbing, that the strength that the beans have showed not breaking down at all, although we see corn and wheat getting crunched. Yeah, but talk about that in order. Take a look at corn and that back below $4 level here on the December. And in fact, I'm not sure where we were back down to 380 level, how long it's been, but a lot of folks technically say this is not a good signal. Well, you know what, again, I'm looking at it as a great signal. I thought the rally was on time. We talked about that when the reports came out in April. Yeah. I think that the sell-off was on time, and I think now we're coming down to 11, and we're going to build some base here. Remember, the whole market world is in a mess. We've got, between the Brexit and everything else going on, there's a lot of economic data that's really hurting a lot of things. Yeah. I think this is just natural selling. We're going to come to a point here, and we're going to see buyers. Remember, people take off their profitable items first. They forget that those are the best ones to hold on to. 9 to 10 lower in the corn trade. Soybeans down, as you say, but what you're saying, I want to make sure I understand. When you look at soybeans, do you think they're being artificially held up here? They should be moving lower? I do think so. I think that there's a buyer in here or somebody who's caught short that's holding up this market. And we've seen this movie before. Remember, we're still coming down. We're still down about 6% from the recent highs here. And I think there's going to be some more damage on here. But I think they've either caught somebody short or there's a buyer in here trying to push them up and hold them up looking for it. Maybe they're planning on something. I have no idea what they're doing. Yeah. But I can see that the stubbornness of this market holding here. And I think that it's going to work its way a little bit lower. Very good. And looking at wheat real quick, we'll take a break here, Todd. Wheat futures, as you say, down as well. That'll be 14 out of 15 days down double digits now, 10, 11 lower in Chicago. Kansas City, the July contract down 7 1/4, and Minneapolis, July, currently down 6 3/4. Todd Horwitz, live from Chicago, looking at the livestock trade in 1 minute.